y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Katie back with another video, and today we are talking about nursing. I have not done a nursing video in so freaking long. I wanted to do like an updated Q&A. So you guys asked me some questions on Instagram. If you didn't ask me a question because you don't follow me on Instagram, how about you go follow me on Instagram so next time you're not missing out. Before I start, shameless promo, speaking of me selling scrubs, I am wearing my my name is Nurse Bay tee. This is a crew neck tee, originally designed by me, you guys. I made this design myself. I also designed the back. The back is just like a heart, and then it has like a bunch of different medical terms on it. It's super duper cute. These are for sale online, www.nursebayshop.com. I have like a lot of sizes left, I feel like. So if you want one, you think it's cute, it's super good for the hospital, really warm, go ahead and place your order. Also, drinking out of my Nurse Bay cup because it's kind of hot up here, so I got me some water in here. So the first question that I have is, did you do a generic BSN track or accelerated? I actually do not have my BSN. I do not have my bachelor's. I went to Milwaukee Area Technical College, so it's technical college. I only get my associate's degree, so I have my ADN RN. I do eventually want to go back and get my bachelor's. It will probably just be like an online program. Honestly, I don't think I would physically want to go to class or like go to school. Yeah. I don't have it yet. I did a regular ADN degree program. I did not do nothing accelerated. I feel like a lot of people in nursing school try to, oh, I'm going to do an accelerated track and get done faster. Y'all underestimate how hard nursing school is on the regular path, on the regular, you know, take 3 classes a semester. So for you to try to accelerate that and push yourself, especially when you have bills, you have a job, you have a social life, you have kids, you have all this other stuff going on, it's going to be so hard for you to do an accelerated track. And this is not me trying to discourage anybody, but think about it before you do it, because you may waste more time trying to get it done faster than if you just would have took your time and, you know, passed your classes that way. So just something to think about. The next question is, do I have any study tips for the NCLEX? If you want to know more about how I studied for the NCLEX, I do have the video still up. I will link it down below. My biggest study tip for the NCLEX, honestly, is Mark Klimek. That man and his lectures saved my life. I do believe I still have like the link to the audios on that YouTube video in the description box, so check that out. The Mark Klimek lectures, the audios and the printout version with like actually what he's saying, I would listen to the lecture and read it and like highlight and make notes as I listen to him. And I listened to those lectures probably like 3 times over before I took my NCLEX. I had COVID right before I took my NCLEX, so I was just in the house just studying and listening to him all freaking day. And my second study tip for the NCLEX, I'm only giving these 2 tips because this is all I did. I don't want to tell y'all to do something that I did not do, because that literally makes no sense. Has not been tested by me. I don't know if it really works. I use UWorld. I know y'all like ATI and y'all like all that other crap. I liked UWorld. That was the best questions that I personally like saw, and I like that they gave you the rationales. Like when you picked your answer, it would tell you why your answer was or wasn't correct, and then tell you why all the other 3 options were not correct. Even though they may come close to being correct, it actually tells you like why as a nurse you should pick this answer over this answer. And that was really helpful. I believe I had the one that had 2 practice tests. So I took like 1 practice test like a week before, and then I studied a lot more, and then I took the second practice test the day before. So no, not the day before, 2 days before. The day before I didn't do nothing. I did not study at all. So for my next question, she asked, how do I feel about today's negative outlook on nursing and old nurses being very discouraging? I personally don't feel like today's outlook on nursing is really negative. I feel like people are getting burnt out, and I feel like the fact that we have social media, yeah, we have this really big, powerful tool that just helps you see the outlook of other people from other perspectives. I follow so many different nurses, nursing students and whatnot, people that are just like in the healthcare field, in the hospitals on TikTok, and obviously that means that I am seeing a lot more people's opinions and perspectives than I usually would if we didn't have the internet. And I feel like people, because of social media, they're starting to be a lot more vocal about how they feel about work and how work, you know, gets them down like in their mental, and how like draining nursing can be. Like, I feel like when I was in school, even before school, even when I was in high school, and like those first couple years of nursing school, nobody told me, or like I don't really remember hearing people say like nursing is just so tiring. Like, it's just so, and nurses have always worked long hours, they've always taken care of people, they've always done what we're doing, but I just feel like people these days are a lot more vocal about it, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. It's a good thing because it really gives people a chance to see like what it's really going to be like if they can really handle being a nurse. But it's also a bad thing because I feel like it kind of shuns a lot of people away. Like, it pushes a lot of people away because people feel like, oh, I might not be able to handle this might not be something that, you know, I want to do, which always, you want to get your own experience. You don't want to take what somebody else says as law. You want to try it out and see how it makes you feel. But yeah, I feel like the negative outlook of nursing can be a good thing and also a bad thing. But me personally, I feel like it's not really negative, it's real. It's reality. Like, I watch so many videos on TikTok and I'd be like, damn, like, she really going through what I just went through at work the other night. Like, we're all going through the same thing, just at a different facility in a different fucking state, honestly. And with the old nurses being discouraging, I honestly, like, I've never had an old nurse that like I got into it with, or I felt like was like a meaner older lady. Like, a lot of the older nurses, and when I say older, I don't mean just old in age, I mean like older as like they're seasoned nurses, they've been there for a while, because these people are like 40, that's not really old. But the older nurses that I've met have been very, very helpful. They've like kind of like taken me under their wing. Like, I have never had a bad problem with like a nurse. Everybody that I've kind of gotten into it were like nursing assistants that were older than me, that were like kind of like on some petty ass drama. It's literally been 2 nursing assistants. So I don't know. I would just say, like, ignore them people. Don't let them bother you or get in the way of like what you're doing. I've seen it happen, it's just never happened to me. I just love this cup. Like, it is so freaking cute. Make sure y'all go and get you one. I have this color, I have black, and I also have gold. The gold one is for my material girls. The gold one is so freaking cute, but this just matches my outfit today, so I thought it'd be cute. The next question is, where do I see my nursing career taking me within the next 5 years? So like I just told you guys, I do want to do more with my degree. It's just all about kind of like figuring out where I want to live, because, you know, certain states have different requirements and different things that I can do as just the nurse without working under an MP or under a doctor. I was really into cosmetic nursing. That was something that I quit med surg for to go to the dermatology clinic, and baby, that was a whole nother story dealing with them people. I do not work there anymore. Thank God I do not work there anymore. It was like so fucking racist there, and like, that's a whole nother story. If y'all want that story time, let me know. But I no longer work there. But that's something that I left med surg for, because I did want to do like dermatology and cosmetic nursing. That's something that I still would love to do, like work in a medical spa, because I feel like it incorporates nursing and beauty, and that's 2 things that I really love. And you can honestly, in some states, run a medical spa. You can do lip fillers. You can do all of that stuff without a doctor, as just the nurse. It's just that it depends on what state and what their guidelines are. And I already kind of have like my states picked out of where I want to live. Of course, I could still go into cosmetics. I just couldn't like own my own medical spa or something. I would have to work underneath an MP or a doctor. So that's one of those things. I do want to get a couple more specialties under my belt. I did just recently apply for a new position that's not med surg, hoping that I get that. I actually have an interview set up next week, so we'll see how that goes, and then I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cool on the med surg. I'm really cool on the med surg game. I feel like I went in, I got my skills, I soaked it up, I'm over it. I'm ready to try something new. And of course, I still see myself selling scrubs, y'all. I see my scrubs being it. I see my scrubs being what changes my life, honestly. Like, in all aspects, over like probably like that and social media, like influencing, are like neck and neck. But I honestly and truly believe that like my brain and the ideas that I have for my scrub line is going to be what gets me to where I want to be in life. So I'm never giving that up. I actually have a lot of new things rolling out for that coming like this fall. There won't probably be anything new this summer, maybe like one item, but everything else I'm trying to perfect and get together for the fall. So somebody asked me to do some pros and some cons of nursing. So for the pros, I would say obviously number one, what a lot of people name as number one, not saying that this is my number one reason to be a nurse, it's the money. Honestly, child, for like, I feel like the only time that I started feeling like nursing was like lucrative was when I traveled. When I worked staff, I was getting paid $31 an hour, and honestly, like after paying bills and all of that, it didn't really seem like a lot or like a crazy money how people try to make it seem. It could be different depending on where you live or like how your life is structured. You may not have to pay for, you know, your hair, your nails. You might not get that shit done, so that might not be factored in. But like the money is definitely opens doors and allows you to be able to do a lot of things. People buy houses. I just got a new car myself. When I started nursing was when I first moved out, so I was able to sustain my life, you know, living out of the house, paying rent for the first time, paying, you know, all my bills, my phone bill, rent, water, electric, all that stuff on my own. So that definitely opened a new door for me. I could not have done that, you know, being a hairstylist. I don't feel like I make more, you know, being a nurse than being a hairstylist. Another pro would be that it is, like I said, such a broad career field. Like you can do so many different specialties. You can do basically any part of the body that you can think of. You can hone in on and focus in on that for nursing. You can really tailor nursing, whether it's your specialty, your schedule, where you live, how many hours you work, where you go to work. You can literally tailor all that down to a T. Okay, you can make your own schedule and do all of that with nursing. It's very flexible. Another pro of nursing, I feel like, is that it keeps you, like, I don't want to say keeps you young, but like, because it can be draining, but I feel like it keeps you like on top of your game. Like I feel like mentally, like smarts, like, you know, those little like brain games people play to kind of like keep themselves sharp. I feel like nursing keeps you like on your toes because you're always prepared for the worst thing. You're always prepared for anything to freaking happen while you're at the hospital, and you use a lot of your brain while you're at work, a lot of critical thinking skills, a lot of like quick thinking skills, like what the fuck do we do ASAP to save this person. Like it keeps you on your toes. Obviously helping people, meeting new people from all different walks of life, learning from these people. Even though you're the nurse and you're supposed to be the smart one in the situation, I have learned a lot of really life lessons from my patients, especially like the sickest people have some of the greatest and best stories to tell if you just listen. Cons of nursing, baby, where the hell do I begin? Cons of nursing, I would say, for one, the long hours. Cut the 12-hour shit. Cut the 12-hour shit. Can we please go back to normalizing 8-hour shifts in nursing? Like, if not even 8, 10, but 12. It is just something about a 12-hour shift. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't think it's fair, and coming from somebody who used to work night shift, I don't think it's fair that I have to go to work at 7 p.m., stay there until 7 a.m., and then essentially I'm coming back to my place of work twice in one day if I'm working 3 days in a row, because I'm leaving at 7 and I'm coming right back at 7. Like, when I have an off day, if I have one day off in between my days, it's not even a full day off. I get off at 7 and I have, how many hours is that? And I only have from 7 a.m. to 12 o'clock that night, and then the next day I have to go back to work. Like, I feel like we need to go back to like 8-hour shifts, because the 12-hour shit is not cutting it, and I feel like people would be a lot less burned out if they didn't have to work 12 hours straight 3 days in a fucking row. Not saying that you have to work those hours, but that's like standard. That's pretty much what all hospitals want you to do. So that is a big con. Another con is the fucking staffing. The ratios suck. They don't want to, I personally don't think that staff people are paid enough. Travel, you're paid well over enough for sure. But staff, I don't think that they get paid enough for what they do. Especially because their staff, they're loyal to this hospital. A traveler can really come in for a week and then quit their position just because they want to. This is somebody who's loyal to you, who cares about, you know, the integrity of the hospital, whatever. A lot of travelers really don't care. They kind of just go willy-nilly and do whatever because this isn't their hospital. This isn't, you know, the state where they live, so they just do whatever. Staff definitely needs to get paid more. And then just another con of nursing, I think I should do another one just because I did 4. I did 3 or 4 pros. Another con of nursing can be like the cattiness or like the rudeness from a lot of people, especially like starting off as a new grad. I feel like a lot of people forget, oh, I used to be new too, or I haven't done this. Like, yeah, I do this every day, but when I first started, I didn't know how to do this. Even if it's the most simplest fucking thing, when somebody is new, they're already afraid because they're new. Because 2, they're probably doubting, damn, should I even like be here right now? Like, I'm really a nurse. Like, I remember my first week, I was really like, bro, I'm really like in charge of somebody's life. Like, you have like a constant mental battle going on the whole time. So they're dealing with that. Then they're coming in with all of these new people, especially if you're a new grad who is like at the, I guess, correct age to graduate college. You're 22, you're around all these grown-ass people who have been doing this for forever, so you're nervous, you're second guessing everything that you're doing. And then for your preceptor or for anybody else that you work with to turn around and like kind of treat you like you're stupid or talk about you, laugh at you, ridicule you for something dumb that you did, because you probably are gonna do some dumb shit. It's your first day, you know. I don't like that, and I feel like y'all really got to do better at like getting on people's ass, like, bro, she's new, like, calm down, it's okay, she doesn't know where the supply closet is, she might need you to show her every little thing until she gets, you know, acclimated to the unit. I don't like when people are mean, and I don't like when people are mean for absolutely no fucking reason. So that's definitely a big con. And as y'all could tell from like my attitude and how I am, that's a lot of the reason why I used to get into it with people, because I just don't like when people are rude or just like mean for no reason. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's not that deep. Like, stop being a dick. My friend Ikeria, shout out to you. And I'm saying her name because I just wanted to congratulate my girl. She just graduated from nursing school and she is about to start her first day. So she asked, what should she expect on her first shift, because she is shitting bricks. Don't suck it back on up. Do not shit no more bricks. You're gonna be fine. Especially if you have a really good preceptor, which 9 times out of 10 they know who to pick to precept somebody. They're not gonna pick a mean person, how I was just talking about. They're gonna pick somebody who is like helpful and pretty much the most knowledgeable person, or one of the most knowledgeable people on the unit. What do I remember from my first shift? I think my first shift I had 1 or 2 patients, but I don't have them alone. You have them with your preceptor. Your preceptor is going to basically show you the ropes. They're going to show you what they do and how they do it. They're gonna let you do some stuff on your own, whatever. They're kind of like gonna gauge your comfortability level with a lot of things. You're gonna do a lot of assessments. You're gonna get watched a lot because they're gonna have to check you off on your skills throughout your orientation. You're gonna meet a lot of new people. You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna mess up your words. You're gonna trip over your words talking to your patients. Like, you gotta let yourself be new. You're not gonna come into, you know, nursing and know everything on the first day. You literally have to get your flow. Even though I have been a nurse for over a year now, if I take a break from nursing, or like if I'm off for a week and I go back to nurse, I lost my mojo. Like, you gotta get back into like the groove of things. So if you've never done it before, please do not expect yourself to go in there and be the perfect nurse that you've ever seen in life. It is not gonna happen, and you're setting yourself up to be disappointed in yourself. Don't do it. But honestly, I would say expect to learn a lot, girl. Expect to laugh at yourself. Expect to be nervous, but expect that after your first day, after your first shift, you're gonna have a second shift. After that, you're gonna have a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, until you no longer feel nervous, until you walk into that unit feeling like, bitch, I got this shit down. Like, who need a nurse, baby? I'm here, okay? And girl, do not be scared. Do not be scared. I promise you're gonna be fine. So the next question is, has a patient ever died in my care, and how did I handle it? Did I cry? I have never had my patient pass away on me. I have helped in codes, helped do compressions, or been there when other people's patients have like died because it was like an expected death. Like, we're like, oh, we're pretty sure such and such is gonna pass tonight, whatever. But I've never had my patient die on me. never had that happen. I'm actually kind of afraid of the day it does happen, but I hope that it is like a we know it's about to happen kind of thing, and not like I just walk in the room and patients just passed away. Like, I hope not. The next question is, do I plan to only do travel nursing locally, or do I want to do it in other states? I want to go to another state so bad, y'all. I think I might try to go this fall / winter-ish. I want to go somewhere warm when it starts to get really cold here. I am just like really nervous though to go by myself and be in a whole nother state by myself, because my boyfriend wouldn't come. He has a lot of stuff that he does here for his businesses. I don't think that he would be able to come and stay with me for like 13 weeks, but I think I want to take like an 8-week contract in like Florida or Atlanta or somewhere nice, somewhere nicer than Wisconsin, because baby, when it snows, okay, it snows. It's not a joke. So I do want to try. I want to do it this year. I think I'm going to do it this year. I keep saying I want to do it, but I'm scared. And I know once I have kids, I'm not going to want to leave the kids. So I need to do everything selfishly for me right now. I need to get my little feet wet and travel the states and just see new stuff and experience life. So yes, I do, and I hope I do soon. So the next question is, does nursing allow me to live comfortably with my cost of living? Yes, it does. I kind of already touched on that in the previous question. It does allow me to be comfortable in my cost of living, especially if you know how to budget your money and make sure that you pay your bills and your responsibilities and things first, and then make sure you're having fun second. That's something that I'm really, really big on. If you see me sitting down or you don't see me outside, it's because I got some shit to do. I get really scared about not having money for necessities, so I really try to make sure all of my responsibilities and big things are handled before I do anything else. Next question is, do I like travel nursing more than being at a specific hospital? Yes and no. I like the pay of travel better, obviously, and I like that with travel you're not held down. I'm an Aries. I don't like routine. I get bored very, 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 very fast, okay? It's like I have ADHD or something. I get bored so fast. So when I keep doing the same thing, seeing the same people, dealing with the same, like, I want to burst, because it's like, bro, I just need something new. I just need something different. So I like that I can be here for a couple weeks, maybe stop working for a couple weeks, go back to work for a couple weeks. Like, I can do whatever I want, and I really do like that. The only downside to that is like making new friends, or like being scared that you could really even have friends, for one, because with travel nursing you do get scared about like talking to people, because people be out to get you sometimes. And just like sometimes you're just like bored at work and you want a friend, but when you're going from place to place to place, it's kind of hard to keep up with or make all new friends. So that's my reasoning for both. My friend Kalia, shout out to you, girl, always showing love. She asked, am I still thinking about joining the ED crew and that I should come to the dark side? That is what I was telling y'all about on one of those last questions. I did do an application for the ED. It's something that I've been thinking about for a while now, since like January. Because I knew I wanted to try another specialty. I thought about OR because I really do like surgeries. I like blood. I don't mind gore and cutting people open and all of that stuff. But the OR is freezing and I'm always cold, so I don't think I could stay in there. I know it sounds crazy, but I really don't think that would be good for me. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to do peds. I don't know what it is about peds and like L&D. That stuff never interested me. I'm like, damn, maybe I should do ED. So I basically did an application for a staff position, a part-time staff position at one of the local hospitals in my city. Eventually I'm gonna want to travel in ED nursing, so I have to get, I have to get at least a year of experience staff, which is fine with me. I'll do that while still traveling on the side. So yeah, you guys, hopefully I'm gonna be a ED babe sooner than later. Can't wait to try that. Like, I'm nervous, but I feel like it will be a really good place for me. I feel like it will be, like I said, I get bored easily. So you're going to be seeing different patients throughout the day. You're going to be sending them to different rooms. And I think it'll just be something like good for me to learn and to strengthen like my quick critical thinking skills. Like, This person just came in here with bam, bam, bam. What are you going to do for this person right now? So the next question is just asking for some study tips in nursing school, and she's worried about if she does not remember anything. She's scared that she's not going to remember anything that she's taught. My biggest tip for making sure that I remember things is to go over it in 3 different ways. So first, you're going to go over it by like being in class. Either your teacher is lecturing on it or you guys are reading through the book. So that's the first way. That's the first way. You're going to hear it. And then you're going to see it by reading it in the book or reading it in your notes. And then the third way, you're going to write it by taking your own notes or writing little like mnemonics or little like memory tricks that will help you to remember. Because your teacher can teach it to you a certain way, but it only matters like if you remember it in your own way. You get what I'm saying? So like, the teacher is kind of like trying to teach a kid how to remember all the colors of the rainbow. Some teachers might teach it to you by just saying them off: red, orange, yellow, blue, green, whatever. But some teachers might make a song. Some people, though, they need a mnemonic. Roy G. Biv. Some people need to, you know, draw out a rainbow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody learns things in a different way. Some people are auditory learners. Some people are visual learners. Some people are physical learners. Like, you have to figure out what kind of learner you are and really tailor your studying to that. Another thing that I really love to do was make flashcards and just go over them. You can make them on your phone with Quizlet, like the app, or you can physically make them. And that, I feel like, helped me because I remember something more the more that I write it. And for the last question today, my friend asked, how do I balance being a nurse, entrepreneur, and a content creator? Baby, truth is, I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Like, it gets very, very, very hectic, and it gets very tiring, and it gets very like, bitch, you sure you want to do this? But like, I love it. I love that I always have something to do or something to talk about or something in some way to entertain you guys. A lot of people ask me this, and I honestly don't know how I do it. I just kind of do it. It's what I like to do. I love creating content, and the easiest way to create content is to take parts of your life, things that you do on a daily basis, things that you love to do, and just turn that into content. Because 9 times out of 10, there are some people out there who are doing and wanting to do the same exact things you do, and they will just like to see you do it first. And that's why a lot of my content surrounds nursing or selling scrubs or doing makeup. Like, I can take pretty much any TikTok idea or trending sound and fit that to nursing, and that's honestly how I get a lot of my content. So I feel like each piece kind of helps me strengthen the other piece. They all kind of go together. And that is pretty much it for this nursing Q&A. Thank you to everybody who asked me a question. The next time that I do one, make sure y'all are around. So go follow me on Instagram, or you can go ahead and drop it down below in the comments, and I will be sure to check those out. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.